What's up guys, Dark Dally here, playing Ghost Recon Wildlands. It's good to be playing this game again. I got a brand new PS4, and I also have a new headset, so hopefully I sound the way that I always used to. Today, I want to start back on my Ghost Recon Wildlands content, testing a sniper rifle that's been much requested over some time, and that's the FRF-2. Today we're going to test the FRF-2, and we're going to compare it against comparable sniper rifles. Now, my sniper rifle testing has not been as scientific as I started out with it as, and that's as I've gone through testing, I've realized that Ubisoft bullet physics, no offense, just isn't very scientific. So we're testing it the way we've been testing it, which is finding a comparable sniper rifle, comparing them, and seeing how they do. Now, the FRF-2. This is a beautiful rifle. One thing I love about this gun, and I wish they would do this with the AK-47, is it actually comes with a wooden stock. Now I've colored the rest of it black and steel here to get a cool look, but it's really cool. This weapon comes with a wooden stock. Let's go ahead and have a look at it, and then we're going to look at bullet drop and damage versus a comparable sniper rifle of my choosing. We're also going to talk about certain inaccuracies that it might have with some of the scopes. So here's the weapon itself. It's a beautiful, beautiful gun. It really is. The FRF-2. Oh, that's funny. Right there on the side, it says 7.62 millimeter. This is not a 7.62 rifle. This is a 338 Lapua Magnum. At least in the game it is. That's funny right there. See? Right above the magazine well, it says FRF-2 7.62. But when we go to, let's go have a look at the parts. Let's see how we can upgrade this first of all. Now, I think you're going to get this through the battle crates. I can't confirm for sure. I've had it for so long, I forget how I got it. I think you get this from battle crates. All right, so you can change, all of the usual sniper optics. You have an option of 5 or 10 round magazines, and if you notice up there in the upper right, it does say 338, and I can confirm this is a 338 rifle. It does the Lapua damage that you would expect from rifles such as the SRSA-1, the SR-1, the L115, etc., meaning this will two-shot vehicles. Now, I'm currently not on tier mode. You can look up there and see I have tier mode off. I have tier mode off because it has no effect on bullet physics testing. Also, I have not leveled up this rifle yet, so we're going to be testing it in the damage portion on extreme. Right now, we're just on arcade because we're just standing here looking at it, and we're just testing on a wall. Once we go to damage testing, we will be on extreme. I just want to put out there, this does the same damage as the other 338 rifles, even though it does say 7.62 above the mag well. Barrels, we can choose a long or a standard. We're going to be testing it with long because we want to get the most distance out of it that we can, because the barrel is the one thing here that we can choose that's going to affect its bullet drop. Suppressor, I am going to run a suppressor. I have this suppressor, but I think this is a little gaudy for this rifle. This rifle has this great wooden stock, old school look, and I think this particular suppressor is a little gaudy for this gun. This gun looks good the way it is. If you want to know how to get the skull suppressor, you get it from the Year 2 battle crates. That's where you get the skull suppressor. If you're curious, we are not in ghost mode. We are just in the regular game on my regular tier 1 character, although tier mode is off. We're on my regular character. This is my main guy. All right. So now that we've had a look at it, there's two things I want to show you before we get into the bullet drop. This is kind of important. Now, we currently have the T5XI scope equipped on it, and I assure you, it's completely accurate with this scope. We will hit right on point every time. It's right on point with the T5XI. That's good because that's the scope of choice for most people, it seems. Now, there are two scopes this rifle has problems with. I've already sussed those out. I'm going to show those to you right now. One is the digital scope. Let's go ahead and equip the digital scope. Let's get out of here. The digital scope, if we zoom in, I'm pretty far out here. I'll try to zoom this in for you on the video. Notice how low that hits. It hits way low and to the right. A lot of assault rifles and other weapons hit a little low and to the right. This hits way low and to the right with the digital scope. If you use this with the digital scope, and why would you with a sniper rifle? But if you do, be aware of that. There's one other scope that this rifle has a problem with, and that one is the TARS 101. Don't use the TARS 101 with this rifle, or you will be compensating for a lot of perceived bullet drop that's actually not there. Let's zoom in. Notice how low that shoots. That shoots entirely below the crosshair, like not even. So if you shoot this with the TARS 101, you're going to be perceiving a lot of bullet drop that's not there. And that's because this rifle simply is not calibrated for the TARS 101. I mean, this game ain't perfect, you know. I don't know why the rifles aren't all zeroed with the scopes. Don't ask me. Ask Ubisoft. So we're going to be running the T5XI Tactical. That's good too, because that's our benchmark scope. This is what we test most rifles with. Let's have a look at the bullet drop over 350 meters, which is usually how I do this. This is usually my range for testing sniper rifles. Let's go back to 350, which will be the end of this runway. And we're going to find a good another 338 rifle to compare this with. I've already tested it, and this does do the same damage. I can two-shot a chopper or a vehicle, etc. So let's go ahead and let's take our shot here. Okay, let's get nice and zeroed right on the bottom of this target. Wow, that's a lot of bullet drop, guys. I don't think that even hit the wall, and we had the long barrel on. I haven't done this yet. I was really honestly expecting more. I think that actually hit the dirt. That is disappointing because that's just raw bullet drop. This scope is accurate with it. It hit the dirt. You see the dust cloud. It hit the dirt. Let's pick another 338 rifle I think might be comparable. Let's have a look at sniper rifles. Let's have a look here. So let's look at the 338 rifles. We have the SRSA-1. We have the SR-1. The L115A3. But that's a bad one to compare against because it's actually, while this rifle is on with the T5XI and off with the TARS 101, the L115A3 is on with the TARS but off with the T5XI. I'm hesitant to test it against the SR1 and the SRSA1 because they're bullpup. I want to compare this to something that, you know, at least looks similar, and as similar as we're going to get is going to be the MSR. So we're going to test this against the MSR. Now I have the TARS 101 on here, but that's only because of preference. So let's put this back on the T5XI Tactical. Now, remember that well, there's a random explosion over there. I guess my bullets were going through this building and hitting something over there. Okay, remember the FRF-2 didn't even hit this wall. Didn't even hit it. It hit the dirt. So we really have no bullet holes to compare against. This is the most comparable rifle I can find because this is also a 338 Lapua Magnum. It's also a standard kind of setup. Let's just see where the MSR hits. All right, there's our hit with the MSR. We can see this clearly hit on the wall. Now, as we can't measure where the FRF hit, what we'll do is I got an idea. So here's where the MSR hit. It actually hit on the top of the third brick up. That's where most sniper rifles are hitting at this range. If we want to actually gauge, and we do, where the FRF hits, we're going to have to move up, guys. Let's move up to 250. Now, 250 is the range I usually test assault rifles at. I can't believe this thing has a lot of these, some of these new weapons are having a lot of bullet drop issues, and this is weird. This is a lot. Now remember, it's just something you're adjusting for. It just means you got to move up a few more mil dots at range. That's all it means. Let's go ahead and fire it, as long as we still have it equipped, the MSR at 250 meters. Let's wait for my breath. There we go. You can see it hardly dropped at all. Let's go ahead and have a look at that. We already know the FRF is going to be the lower of the two bullets. Let's just go ahead and see it. 250 meters. The MSR only dropped, it dropped exactly, yeah, one brick. It dropped from the bottom of that top brick to the bottom of that brick. You can see it right there. All right, guys, let's go ahead and grab the FRF-2, and I'm really afraid of what I'm going to see here. Sucks, man. It's like they bring in this new rifle. I want to like it, and then they let me down. Well, it's not them. It's just I get let down. Did I pass it? I didn't see it. There it is. FRF-2. We've got the long barrel. We've got, the long barrel is the only thing that's going to affect its accuracy over range. Anyway, let's go ahead and let's take a shot with the FRF-2. Then we're going to have a look at some damage. We're going to see how the damage compares a little bit. 250. It didn't drop near as much compared to the MSR at this range. Remember, it's kind of a cumulative thing. The farther back you go, the more the drop's going to be. It's on a curve. Let's have a look at it. So at 250 meters... Well, actually, if you can see right there, it dropped right in that crack. It dropped one full brick lower than the MSR. Let's look down here at our 350 meter shots where you can see the MSR hit here on the third brick up, top of the third brick up, and the FRF didn't even hit the wall. So we can say, well, at 250, it hit one brick lower on this wall, you know, one of these bricks being, what, 10 inches or so. And you back up so much as 100 meters, and you're tripling the drop this gets over the MSR. Now, that's the best rifle I can find to compare it with. I will assure you the SR1 and the SRSA1 both hit about the same as the MSR. So we've already seen that the poor little FRF-2 has a sad case of a lot of bullet drop. Let's see how it does on damage. Alright guys, so we've come out here to the spot where I always test damage. I test on this convoy out here at Kawani Bravo. This is a great place because we can stop it wherever we want. We have a flat, you know, area. We have full range of view, and we can shoot these guys fully alerted and see how many shots they'll take. I have up the difficulty to extreme. As you can see, we're on extreme. We're not on tier mode because I haven't leveled this rifle, but I have leveled my MSR. My MSR is level 28 or 29 or maybe even 30. This rifle is not leveled, so it wouldn't be a fair test in tier mode. So that's why we're testing the damage on extreme, and I think, frankly, that's a pretty good benchmark. Extreme is probably the average difficulty of a player who is skilled at the game. That's where we'll be testing this once the convoy gets here. And so one more thing, why am I testing it, you know, against the MSR? I mentioned there's other 338 rifles in the game, such as the L115, the SRSA1, the SR1, etc. Why am I not testing it against those? The L115 is totally inaccurate for testing against because we already know it's off with the two main scopes. It shoots too low with the two main scopes. As far as I know, all of the 338 rifles do the same damage, and that's what we're testing here. I just want to explain why I didn't even bother testing it against the others, because people are going to say, why didn't you test it against the SRSA1? This is a more similar rifle to an MSR. It's a standard setup. It's not a bullpup rifle, and that's mostly why. I'll tell you right now, as far as I know, all the 338 rifles essentially do the same damage. All of these will two-shot a vehicle with guys in it or a chopper. We're just waiting on this convoy to arrive, and then we're going to take some shots and find out, but I'm guessing these are going to be pretty similar. It's just going to be a matter of preference, and maybe they might have slightly different fire rate or reload speed. It would tell that in the stats, but the stats are not reliable, so we're going to wait for this convoy to come. We're just going to pick off the guys while alerted and just see how they do, you know, MSR versus FRF. Alright, the convoy is in view. Let's go ahead and just do what we usually do, which is we're going to sink shot the driver here. We're going to sink shot this driver. That's not him. There we go. We accidentally got one of the passengers. Oh, it's too late. We got to go now. I want to stop him about 400 meters. Let's go ahead and take this chopper down. And apparently I missed it a couple times. There we go. Chopper's down. We stopped the convoy a little short of where I wanted to stop, but we accidentally sink shot one of the passengers. Hey guys, crap happens. Alright, let's go ahead and reload. Whoops. Sorry, I've been playing Metal Gear Solid lately and the buttons are different. Alright. So let's take some shots at these guys. We're going to have to adjust for a lot of bullet drop. We're looking at 293 meters, so we're probably looking about that much bullet drop, so that's one shot. Wow, one shot on two guys. Alright, so we're doing good on the damage meter. That's for sure. Let's see if I can get this guy through the vehicle. Whoops, a little too low. Now I'm just hitting the vehicle. Let's move back. Now we're at 400 meters. We're going to want to aim a little higher. A little higher. The drop on this rifle gets really bad over range. Look how far up we are. Okay, that was a one-shot kill. Let's move up to about here. Oh, that guy's laying down. So we're going to want to shoot about here. Alright, this guy's here. Let's go ahead and reload. So far we're doing really good on this thing. Now, this thing would blow a pretty big hole in a human target in real life, so you can pretty much expect both of these are going to one-shot just all the soft targets, you know, here. Let's go ahead and move up so we can get some of these guys visible, continue. But I think I'm seeing a trend here, and that's it. This is simply going to one-shot everyone. But I'm adjusting for an insane amount of bullet drop at this range. I shouldn't be. I would wager, and I didn't want to take the time to test it in this video. I didn't want to waste your time, but I wager that it might be comparable to some of the assault rifles, given how low it hit on the wall. Let's go ahead and... I think we shot over that guy. Let's see, what do we got down here? We got one guy visible at 299 meters. It's going to be about right here. Oops. He moved on me. There we go. That was a one shot. That was a legit one shot. There was no headshot, no critical hit. That was a legit one hit shot. So I think this is just going to one hit everyone. We know where to aim now. We're going to aim right here. And so, yeah, we're definitely seeing a very distinct pattern with the FRF. Oh, we hit the truck. He keeps dodging that bullet. There's one guy left. I want to kill him. This has done pretty good at staking out the entire convoy. Wait, is he visible? Yeah, he's visible. And one shot kill. Alright, guys. Confirmed one shot kills with the FRF. Let's move on to the MSR. I think we're going to see the same thing. Alright, here we are in the same place waiting with the MSR. Same situation. We're going to try to stop the convoy right at 400 meters. We're going to try to do everything exactly the same. Now, one thing I want to note, if you'll recall, the FRF-2 didn't seem to take down the chopper in only 2 shots. Now, I've confirmed on various Unidad choppers it did only take 2 shots. I think I was missing a lot of those shots because of the ridiculous bullet drop of that rifle. I predict once this convoy gets in range, this MSR will take it by firing only 2 shots. I'm pretty sure I know how to adjust for the bullet drop on this particular rifle. We're going to find out here very shortly. Alright, the convoy is coming into range. Let's go ahead and get our spotting up. Hopefully this time on the correct enemy. Let's wait for it to... There we go. We got the driver spotted. I betcha I can hit this chopper. Wait, we want to stop it right about here. Yep. Let's see. This time let's actually hit the chopper. And looks like I'm just a bit rusty in my last couple weeks of not playing Ghost Recon. Chopper must be farther away than I thought. There we go. Okay. Hey, we all make mistakes. I ain't perfect. I'm not the best sniper. Okay, but we did stop it directly at 400 meters, and that is what I wanted. Whoops. Sorry. Metal Gear Solid controls. You guys know I've been playing Metal Gear Solid lately. The buttons, the square and circle buttons are backwards on that game, and it keeps getting me. Alright. Let's see what we can do. 400 meters, what kind of bullet drop? At 400 meters with the FRF, we needed about this much bullet drop. I'm betting we can do it with only this much bullet drop. Sure enough. And one shot. One shot. Okay, I think we're going to see the same thing here. A little higher. Oh, these guys are 470. These guys are almost 500 meters. Let's go up a bit. They weren't this far with the FRF. But what we're seeing is the exact same thing which I expected, which is 1 bullet per guy. I'm not even going to go through the rest. We already see the verdict here. So here's the thing, guys. Here's the breaks on this. It's a 338 rifle, and just like the other 338 rifles, it does the same damage. It's going to kill a vehicle in 2 hits, at least on extreme difficulty. It's going to drop every target, unless you get super unlucky, you hit him in the ankle or something. It's going to hit every target, you know, 1 shot, 1 kill. Let's have a look at a couple other factors. Let's have a look at rate of fire. Let's go ahead and equip them so we can, let's equip them both so we can swap them out. All right, so we have both rifles now. Let's go ahead and try rate of fire. Okay, getting a feel for the MSR. Let's swap out to the FRF. Feels about the same. I'm not going to take the time to measure this. It actually feels like it might be faster. Let's have a look at reload time. Let's look at the reload time. It's pretty slow. Let's swap to the MSR. It looks the same, guys. There's no discrepancy here. They look to have about the same rate of fire. They have the same reload time. The FRF is a beautiful gun. I say use it if you want to. It does the same damage as the other 338s. It's going to drop every guy basically in 1 hit. You know, any unarmored, just regular, you know, stunt cartel member number 2. It's going to drop any normal guy in 1 shot. It's going to drop any chopper or vehicle with guys in it in 2 shots, just like all of the others. The difference is 400 meters, we're looking at a decent amount more bullet drop. I haven't gotten used to the bullet drop of this weapon yet. It's really ridiculously low. I probably should have compared it to an assault rifle. I just didn't want to take y'all's time. It's a beautiful gun. Just know if you're going to use it, range it. Maybe we'll have a video. I should make a video just on ranging the FRF-2. What do you guys think? I think so, because it's going to be different. Most of the other sniper rifles kind of hit in the same place if you use the correct scope, you know. This one, as we've seen, is exactly precisely zeroed with the T5XI scope. The problem is it just actually has that much bullet drop, and it's a shame. So guys, so what's my opinion? My opinion is it's a beautiful rifle, and I won't use it though. It's got too much bullet drop. I don't want to adjust for that much. You know what I mean? So that's my opinion. I say, dang it. It's a disappointment, and I don't want to use it. I'm going to continue using my favorites, which are the SR1 and the L115A3. That's my opinion. Tell me, guys, tell me what you guys think in the comments below. Guys, this is my pretty thorough and fairly scientific review of the FRF-2. Tell me, yeah, what's your opinion? Guys, thanks so much for watching. It's been a real pleasure. I'm Dark Dally. I will catch you guys next time.